Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and before long, if I may think on what I'm about to do, or if you're about to guess, oh yes, well, as we all know it is indeed another fine episode of the most recommended YouTubers for 2023. And in this one it goes to Car Media Kent Video Vlog Channel. I got through saying it without trouble. Thank goodness for that. Oh yes. Ooh, yes. I got it. No, that would be boasting, and that would be extremely wrong of me to have done that. But the Car Media Kent Video Vlog Channel is in the possessive ownership hands and operating hands of Dave Bryan himself. But why am I doing this video for Dave Bryan? Well, even though it's his second representation video, I did actually recommend him once before in a previous episode of the most recommended YouTubers for 2023, that is. And but there is a slight difference, and a distinctive difference, that is. The previous one I did back in July I think it was of 2023 was I represented both of his YouTube channels as opposed to just one, until he said, when I did the previous one in representation towards Trevor Colt, MC himself, when he asked for another one, I said I only do it as you would only get one representation for this year, I'm afraid, Dave, but there's always a chance I could represent you again in 2024. But the thing is, was that he did end up making something very clear with me, was he wanted me to represent just his one channel this time and not both his channels, and I'm just representing his one and only channel. And Dave Bryan, who, as said before, who has possessive ownership operating hands of the Car Media Kent Video Vlog channel, he is, in a way, I like to regard him as an experienced classic car enthusiast, or just singularly an experienced car enthusiast, who I hear from quite a great many times whenever he's happily about. And whenever I've attended, say, a classic car show, or a vintage vehicular event, or a vintage rally, or or a steam railway, or sometimes if I'm doing the odd enthusiast train spotting stuff in my free time from time to time, he sometimes comes along and leaves a comment and all that. And also, I have actually personally met Dave Bryan himself, believe this or not. I actually met him once back in April of 2023 at the Eastbourne Magnificent Motors car show event. And how I know of Dave Bryan is because he watches from time to time my best friend David Scott's channeled contents from time to time, believe this or not. But I was the first one who saw Dave Bryan himself. I gave him my greetings and all that, and then later on, once I spotted David Scott, my best friend, I did see Dave Bryan fairly nearby, and I was like, "Oh, Dave, if you've got a little moment, I'm going to take you somewhere." And I took him over, because I'd just spoken to David Scott about Dave Bryan. And then I was like, "Oh, David, this is Dave Scott, who views your content from time to time." And I was like, "Dave, this is David Scott, my best friend, who has possessive hands of the Wheels channel, or David's Collective Videography, just to say." I think that was something what I said, and Dave was like, "Oh, hello, and how are you?" And firmly shook hands with Dave Bryan himself. And they both seemed quite happy to have finally met each other in person. And we all had some friendly chats and all that, and really, what you could tell from Dave Bryan himself, and sometimes he can speak of events you've never even heard of before, goes to show just what an experienced car enthusiast he is, and he's able I think he's more or less able to tell certain types of classic cars and all that. And so he really is. I don't know if I wouldn't expect him to know every single manufactured make of classic cars, but in a way he does have some distinctive knowledge but his distinctive extent, well, his knowledgeable extent of classic cars and classic car rally events or classic car shows and all that on their places of locality where they're taking place and all the rest of it, really does resonate and goes to show what an experienced classic car enthusiast Dave Bryan himself is, or just singularly experienced car enthusiast. You know, I mean, I was going to meet Dave Bryan on Sunday of the 8th of October 2023, but the meetup was sort of botched up really, because I said there was going to be a Hastings Classic Car Show, but I did not say roughly what time I was going to get there, which made Dave himself come under the impression I was going to be there at about 10 o'clock in the morning, and obviously I was not there, and I forgot to tell him that myself and David would likely not be there by sometime in the afternoon. You know, but for Hastings Classic Car Show 2024, Dave, I will try and get there for about 11 o'clock in the morning at the very latest, or if not 11 o'clock in the morning, either 12 or 12:30 in the afternoon at the very, very latest. I will certainly try and aim for that next time, and then that way we can happily meet up at the next East Hastings Classic Car Show event, and I'm certainly very, very much hoping we'll be able to meet up at the Eastbourne Magnificent Motors 2024 event, and I'm certainly very, very much looking forward and looking ahead towards the Eastbourne Magnificent Motors 2024 event itself. Oh yes, you know. And also the Bexhill event for 2024. Like I said before, Dave, if I'm not flying abroad anywhere, I will certainly try and make the big, thriving effort of heading over towards that very event itself, but only for about an hour or two, and then I'd be heading straight back to Brighton and Hove to go to the Hove Park Miniature Railway. That is if I can make it, that is, just to say. You know, because it generally coincides with the Hove Park Miniature Railway on the Bank Holiday Monday of August, the Bexhill 100 Classic Car Show event, which you had spoken of to me earlier this year. You know, and it happens very, very shortly after the Eastbourne, the Hellingly Festival of Transport events, that is. You know. But Dave's channel, I must say, it's truly enchanting. And really it's also incredibly interesting because it represents various wonderful classic car show events he had been to. And it really does deserve far more than 1.76k subscribers, which is what it's got. It did, in fairly recent months, reach the 1.75k subscriber milestone, but now it's reached the 1.76k subscriber milestone, so a belated 1.75k subscriber milestone, Dave. Well done indeed. So yes, a very, very well done indeed on your belated 1.75k subscriber milestone on your Car Media Kent video vlog channel, Dave. And for the channel I'm very much representing, which is very, very much the Car Media Kent video vlog channel. It really does deserve far more than 1.75k subscribers. I think it really, you know, it's really aiming for more. I think it really deserves, in the realm morality of reality, more 5k subscribers or 10k subscribers, alongside possibly 5 or 6k channel members and all that, you know. Well, very, very well done indeed, Dave, for the subscriber milestone. And if I dare might continue on, I did see the Eastbourne Magnificent Motors video from 2023, and certainly are they brilliant. And if we can make Eastbourne Magnificent Motors 2024 event, Dave, I would certainly like to make a few cameo appearances in some of your videos, if you don't mind me making some cameo appearances in your videos too, because I'm completely fine with it, and I would very, very much love to make a cameo appearance in one or two parts of your Eastbourne Magnificent Motors 2024 event videos, if we can make it for attending there. Very, very much so. Oh yes. I think it would be wonderful if I did, but never mind if I don't. But I would very, very much like to, and I think David would very, very much like to have a cameoed appearance in one of your future Eastbourne Magnificent Motors 2024 event videos. I think he would for certain indeed, So, but if you look at the sheer scale of classic car videos, or classic car event and classic car rally and classic car show videos Dave Bryan himself has made on his very channel I'm representing, shows just how much of an expert he is on when classic cars take place and the locality they are taking place in, and how much of an experienced classic car enthusiast Dave Bryan himself really, really is. And that's an excellent, brilliant thing, Dave, it really is. And I'm very happy to be friends with an experienced classic car enthusiast. Even if you don't know everything about classic cars, I still think you're much more experienced with it than myself, as I only just got into this possessive enthusiast affinity interest only about 2 years ago, which was when I first encountered David Scott himself, just to say. So, and I very, very much appreciate you, Dave, and I really do hope I'm certainly very much hoping greatly our friendship will continue to flourish happily into the future years ahead. I'm certainly hoping so. Thanks everybody for watching, and certainly do subscribe to Dave's channel of the Car Media Kent video vlog channel, everybody, if you can. It shall be linked in the very descriptions of this very, very video itself. And trust me, if you are to watch the very video, I don't want to spoil it, I think your eyes would just go pop if you were to see it. Not in a bad way, but in a good and excellent way, for certain. But I will leave it for all of you viewers and subscribers to decide if you had watched this very video. Thanks all for watching, and ta-ta another time. Here is to Dave Bryan's Car Media Kent video vlog channel. Special dedications of Triumph Honorary. But my apologies if I got lost for words just a great few moments ago, Dave. It is not intentionally meant, and you certainly do deserve representation. Proper representation from very, very many classic car enthusiasts. Thanks all for watching.